fly with its ears.
Yeah.
That one's using its teeth.
Now my big guys are Watusi cattle. These guys are named after the Watusi tribe out of Uganda, and both males and females have these giant horns. Now each one of these horns weighs in at 20 pounds.
Look how many birds.
Now these guys have the nickname of King's cattle, which means they're only used for farm work, never for meat.
Look over there, Dad.
My two little birds up here on the left with them are East African crowned cranes. And these two are known as Mama and Papa. They're my actively only breeding pair right now. Now you will see these guys all over the zoo because they are part of a breeding program. So we'll talk more in depth about them a little bit later on. Do want to let you guys know that those birds are very feisty, so watch your hands if they approach. My two ostriches up here are Lucy and Ethel. They are my friendliest redneck ostriches on site, but these girls are my resident escape artists. They do love to follow the tram out this gate so they can steal popcorn from people. We are going to do our best to not allow that to happen because ostriches have a top speed of 45 miles per hour. It's very hard to catch them. Now they do keep their wings out like this to help regulate their body temperature. If they pair it with a little bit of a dance, it is a form of flirting. Oops, sorry. We are going to come to a complete stop here to make sure this gate does close without one of our girls following. And I do highly recommend after our tour today to take a walk back to see those pygmy hippos because Jelly Bean will only be out until 4 p.m. Now on the left, we do have the home of a Red River hog. The hogs do not have sweat glands, so he does look like he is up in his barn staying nice and cool. And he does have a beautiful red coat that earns him the title of the most colorful of the Big Six animals.
Oh, he's coming out.
On our right, we have Lurch. He is an Abyssinian brown hornbill. Now he will spend 90% of his life on the ground searching for small reptiles and insects, and he has a top speed of 40 miles per hour while running. On the left here, we have the greater kudu. They are the largest of our antelopes, and our males can stand 8.5 foot tall. That little one there is 17 weeks old. Now the greater kudu are known for a technique called ghosting. And all that is they stand absolutely still. Their natural habitat, they blend in so well that they do appear almost invisible to the naked eye when they do this. Up in the pen here, we have my mature male greater kudu. Now you can tell he's mature because he does have a set of double corkscrew horns on his head there. Now he is in the timeout corner because he doesn't know how to act mature. He has a little bit of a temper problem.
He has a little bit of
Now my girls that are out in the center here, they are my Visa Oryx ladies that were fighting and broke their horns off. So they did have to get moved over here for their safety because they can no longer defend themselves. Now we are going in with our blue wildebeest. And we will be making 2 passes through this yard today. So on this first pass, I'd like to focus on our ostriches. They will be on our left, as well as out in the center.
She ain't gonna go into the wildebeests. We're dropping here comes the wildebeests round.
We do not have any male ostriches on site due to their aggressive nature, but our girls will still lay 40 to 60 infertile eggs a year apiece. We do keep those around for enrichment for the rest of our wildlife, as well as we drain them and sell the shells in our jungle gift shop. Natives in Africa use a drained eggshell as a canteen because of how sturdy these shells are. You can stand on top of an ostrich egg without it breaking. On the left here, we do have an egg position up close so you can see how big they are, because they do weigh up to 5 pounds and are equivalent to 24 chicken eggs.
Equivalent to 24 chicken eggs. Maybe mom will want one of those if they have chicken.
On our left, we have our white rhinos. Now we do have 3 mature females that were orphaned out of Africa, as well as a 2-year-old female named Miss Siki. She was born here. She's the little one with her back to our palm trees out in the center. Now we do also have a male who's in the barn. He's on loan from San Diego for breeding purposes. Now the white rhino is the largest of our 5 remaining rhino species, and our males top out at 4,500 pounds, while our females top out at 3,000. Rhinos have a 2-inch thick layer of skin that's basically impenetrable, meaning they do not have a natural predator.
We're the unnatural predators.
In this yard, I do have 2 more of those East African crown frames, but I will talk about those guys on the way back through. Let's talk about this big guy here on the left. His name is Fang, and he is a Marabou stork. Now he is a scavenger bird that'll stand up to 5 foot tall and has a 7 to 9 foot wingspan. Now these guys are known to be the laziest of our scavenger birds, and they do wait for natural disasters to find their meals. Now they are one of the few bird species that you will see flying into a wildfire instead of out of it.
Wow. Look at that.
She's still gonna stay there
Still gonna stay there.
too. Don't walk out that gate.
Don't you do it. She's gonna do it, watch it. Okay, she did.
Alright. So my big herd in here is the Nile Lechwe. They are an antelope out of the Nile River Valley, and all the golden colored ones you see are females in adolescence. Now this color allows them to lay down and blend in to hide from predators. While my mature male is the handsome fellow with the giant horns and dark chestnut color here on their left. His job is to stand out and draw the predator away from the standing. Now all the little calves you see range from a week old to 6 weeks old.
Looking at you, Dad.
Now we have those 2 guys up on the feeding pen pile up there on the right. Those are Thompson gazelles. They have the white underbelly. They are the smallest of our gazelle family, and they are the fastest with a top speed of 55 miles per hour. Now while they cannot beat a cheetah in a straight sprint, those guys do outrun them by using a zigzag pattern. Those black and white birds that were back there are bar-headed geese. Those birds rank in at number 3 on our world's top flyer list, and they can maintain altitudes of 30,000 feet. Now those little birds can fly with the planes because they have a hemoglobin that allows them to breathe in more oxygen with each breath, so they can regulate their body temperature and not freeze. And they are known to migrate over the Himalayas. Now the East African crown cranes in here are Queen Elizabeth and Elton, And Queen is showing you why she's named Queen, because she thinks she's in charge. Will you get off the road? Yes, I know you think you're better than us. I get it. Now, the East African crowned crane is the national bird out of Uganda.
She's mocking us.
And they use the crown on their head to hide in tall grass. It helps them blend in to hide from predators. Now, out in the wild, those guys can live 15 to 20 years. But here in Special Carrot, they do live up to 50 years. Now, that call that she's doing right there, that one just means that they think they're better than everyone around them. And they do also do a loud raw call. That one can be heard up to 3 miles away, so they can find their flock if they get lost. Now, the white rhino can live 40 to 50 years, and they have a top speed of 31 miles per hour. Now, the most terrifying but majestic thing about a rhino is that their feet are padded, so they make absolutely zero noise.
Oh, the
when they
male is
move.
out.
Now, their horns are made out of keratin, which is the same protein found in your nails and hair. And that front horn is how you tell a male and female apart. The female's front horn is long and slender, while the male's front horn is short and chunky.
She's so sick and tired of some of these animals.
Say what?
So sick and tired of some of these animals.
You are?
No, she.
Oh.
Don't keep walking. Keep walking. The redneck ostrich can stand 9 foot tall. And they are the largest bird on the planet, weighing in at 350 pounds. Now,
She's
the
so sick and tired of
ostrich
the
is
small
the only
ostriches.
bird species with 2 toes, and their one big toe has a giant claw on it. Now, that claw, combined with the fact that their kick delivers 2,000 pounds of force, an ostrich can take out a lion. Now, you are at your safest behind an ostrich because they do only kick forward. Take a step, girl. Take a step. Thank you. Ostriches are menaces.
Ostriches are menaces. She
Now, the
hates
blue
those
wildebeest.
ostriches.
They are one of 2 species. The other one is known as the black wildebeest, and you will not find them in captivity quite as often due to their highly aggressive nature. Our blues here are not much nicer, but they're a little bit more calm. Now, the wildebeest is an antelope that stands 5 foot tall and can weigh up to 600 pounds. We can tell our males and females apart because the males are larger, darker in coloring, and have thicker horns. This first one we see here is Rex, my male.
Yeah.
A boy. Now, the wildebeest has terrible eyesight, so they're often found out in the wild with herds of zebras, and those zebras will warn them of danger. Now, when they're warned of danger, the wildebeest will charge at 50 miles per hour with their heads down, horns forward, and they are agile enough to turn and maintain their speed in a heartbeat.
So don't mess with them.
Yep.
I want to scream.
Now, all 6 of my little guys up here are males, and they are a 1.5-year old black bucks. At maturity, my males here will develop a black coat, a tan underbelly, and have corkscrew horns. While females will only get a little bit of a darker tan color than what these guys are now. Now, they're not going to get much bigger than this, but they will be able to run at 50 miles per hour, leap 20 feet across, and from a standstill, those little guys can jump 6.5 foot high. Now, they are native to India and Nepal, but you can find those little guys in Texas now because they have been relocated there for game hunting. Up on our right-hand corner, we do have my shame cage, and there is Huey, the Thompson Gazelle, in it. He's over here in timeout because he bullies his brothers. On our right, we have Max and Greeley, my capybara. The capybara is the largest of our rodent family, and they do weigh up to 200 pounds. Now, these guys are rumored to be fully domesticated within the next 5 years, completely of their own doing. On our left, my ladies in orange that you see, there's 3 of them in here. These guys are Cititonga antelopes. They are a swamp-dwelling antelope, and they have a splayed hoof that kind of works the same way as a webbed toe, so they are excellent for the swimmers. My 4 black and white birds out on the left here are Abden storks. They are the smallest of our stork family, and they weigh in at a full whopping 2 pounds. Now we are going to get bumpy going through the water.
Going through the water? It's gonna get bumpy, Ron.
Since it's gonna get bumpy, you need to hold on to your stuff.
Out on our right, we have a Brahma gazelle. They are the largest of our gazelle family, and at maturity, they develop a white coat. Well, as an adolescent, they develop that tan, or as an adolescent, they're the tan color that you see around this bird there. On our left, swimming in the pond, we have Frankie. He's a black Australian swan, and he's here in timeout because he likes to bully flamingos. And then out on those islands, we have our brown tuft capuchins. They are the easiest to train out of the capuchin family, so they do make great little movie stars and are known for Pirates of the Caribbean and A Night at the Museum.
We need to watch those after today.
How's your feet doing?
They're fine.
Okay. Not too hot?
No.
Alright.
I think the dust I kicked up earlier.
On our left,
Like when I
we have our warthogs, but I will get back to them in just 1 minute. On our islands, we have our spider monkeys. They are hide-and-seek champions, so good luck finding them. They do love to blend into the tops of the palm trees, but it does look like Mr. Pink is on his rope at the edge of his island here. Now, spider monkeys can live 35 years, and they do not have thumbs on their hands, but they do on their feet.
It's weird.
Now, these guys are crucial to rainforest ecosystems because as they move from tree to tree, they do carry fruit with them that allows them to drop seeds. So they can help replenish.
I want to get the chance
tree.
to throw this away.
Are you not gonna eat it all?
Now, on our left, we have
That means I can take my water.
her daughter Wilma and her daughter Barbie are up a little bit there.
What?
Now, we're out to get their names for the warts that are on their face. And those are actually callus-covered fat pads that help protect their bone structure while they're fighting amongst each other. If you see their kneecaps, those are black spots on them. Those are fat pads as well that help protect those bones while they're kneeling and grazing. As we come through this gate, on our right-hand side, we do have two beautiful black-necked swans. They are found all over the southern tip of South America and have been recorded at 50 miles per hour during flight.
Because we're in the dark.
It's yours also again.
On our right, we do have two horn-billed macaws, but they've been hiding in their barrel because of the wind. Most of our macaws here on site have been donated to us. And that is because people buy them, not realizing that they live 75 years and have the temperament of a 2-year-old toddler. Now, I do want to thank you for joining me on my tour today, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day here
That
at
didn't
the
feel like 20
Wildlife
minutes.
Zoo and Aquarium.